come along to our cabin in the wild, 'cause we're in for some good fishing, feeling easy, feeling free. Yes, we're in for some good fishing, Canada.
The Rocky Mountains to the Maritimes, set your reel and cast your lines. Come on, let's go fishing, Canada. River, creek, lake or stream, and everywhere in between. Come on, let's go fishing, Canada.
The Fishing Canada Show is brought to you in part by MyOutdoorTV.com, outdoor television on the internet. Stearns, the life jacket experts. The Rocket Fishing Rod. And RadioWorld.ca.
Together we'll go fishing, Canada.
There's a time of year when certain things start to happen. Everything seems to come alive. They call it spring fever. Well, today, Mike and I get a dose of that fever, and we're raring to get out fishing. We're heading to Niagara Falls, the honeymoon capital of Canada. No, not for romance and fine dining, although, Mike, I know you do find me attractive.
Petey!
But for some of the finest lake trout fishing Ontario has to offer.
I thought you had a little one, Petey. Our game plan was to head out of St. Catharines, Ontario with our trusty trout expert, Steve Hardcastle of Fishmaster Charters.
I start my fishing charters usually the first week of April, the last week of March, fishing for channel cats on the Grand River. There's one. That's a good fish. There's a decent grand cat, a big white head on him. Sweet. Usually around the first week of May, I move my boat over to St. Catharines, chasing salmon and lake trout, rainbows, usually from, like I say, the first week of May till usually the second week of July. Around the second week of July, I head back to Lake Erie chasing after walleyes. And I'll fish them usually around the second week of July till usually about the third week of September when the fishing's hot.
He had a game plan for us to catch some shallow swimming lake trout on long lines and Dipsy Divers. These are techniques that anyone with a boat can take advantage of.
What we're doing today is we're dragging dipsies down on the bottom with spoons. And as these things are stirring up the mud, these lakers are coming in to investigate to see what's going on.
That's not a bad trout. Nice one. Another one bites the dust. With the weather a little too nice and the fish scattered amongst the bevy of bait fish, we figured things would be a little tough. But as we ventured from deep to shallow water looking for fish on the graph, we actually spotted schools of big lakers cruising on top of the sandbars at the mouth of the Niagara River. Oh, we just went over one. That Dipsy's gonna go any second.
Hey Pete, fish!
There he is, right there. Got her, bud. The rods are out to the side, aren't doing it. This is totally opposite what's supposed to happen, right? Everybody says you gotta get away from the boat, especially for trout. The one under the boat is catching the fish, right behind the boat.
Look at that rod bounce. The Dipsy Diver must just be just banging the bottom like that.
Is it released? It's already released, yeah.
You got yourself a 40-pound laker. What's the biggest lake you've seen here?
Not.
The biggest I've pulled out is 32, so.
That's a pretty big snake trout.
Little wee guy, look at.
Come on, Petey!
He's spinning in like a top. I saw one really big one in that school.
This is you couldn't ask for a better day.
This is fun, man.
Look at that! I'm gonna keep one of these and smoke it.
I smoked that one.
It's a good looking laker.
Chunky laker, isn't he?
Wow, look at that beef on that thing.
Fatty, that one. Whoa. Look at that, we had his mouth pinned closed.
Look at the teeth on that critter.
Yeah, they got some teeth. Those girls can eat. A lot of meat in there to get caught, eh?
Yeah, they got a bony color.
I got it. Look at the gut on that fish.
Yeah, I like when they got the white tips on it.
Yeah. Belly's really white still.
Yep.
Okay, she's going back in.
We're gonna spank these things, Pete. We're gonna catch every one of these.
Beautiful.
Deep 6.
It didn't take long to hook up and shake off the rust of a long winter. The cold water and sheer muscle of these lake trout make them a worthy adversary. Look how fat that fish is. And it shows you any type of fishing can be a blast. Wow. In all my years of fishing, I love the fact that I can learn something new almost every time out. Yeah. These fish today, we found we had to trigger them by having our dipsies digging into the sand. Once you made contact with the bottom, it wasn't long after that your rod would bounce in the holder and your line was screaming off the reel. Well, that might be a
this
big one,
one's
no?
huge.
You feeling drag that one?
Oh, that's your legs. Look at this thing.
Get him, Mikey! He's not happy with you, son.
Look at this thing. Boom, boom, boom,
Wow.
boom. That's just him going like this.
He's giving her good.
Oh yeah, he's a bruiser.
I like
I
that.
only get big fish, eh?
20-pounder,
Oh,
Mikey.
drag!
We want a 20 in here. Look at that. Dipsy right behind the boat is getting the fish. These boards all the way out. We got one fish on them so far.
There's the Dipsy. It's up.
Oh yeah, that's a good laker. Stocky. He's a thick one, that fish.
Respectable.
Oh yeah.
Most anglers dream of traveling to northern Canada to hook into a giant 50-pound lake trout. It is a trip that most of us can't afford. However, 30-pound lake trout are nothing to scoff at, and they're readily available right here in southern Ontario. You want to snap a picture, Petey?
Sure.
Well, I can't believe that that's the way this works. At Dipsy Diver right down there, we got planer boards out. Every time, they're on that one. Oh, he's a slugger! Whoa, look at the guts on this thing.
That's a decent lake trout.
That's a pig of a lake
That's
trout.
a good fish, boys. You knew that coming in.
Beauty. I'll do one of the, do one of those.
Hold her up, Mikey.
Okay.
Beautiful. Good fish, brother. The burper.
Here he goes. Wow, he's
There he-
powering down.
You kicked your kick,
That's
the tail
incredible,
kick.
man.
That's awesome.
Boy, that water is like ice cubes. Look at that. Slimy bung. Trolling is a great technique, especially on warm, sunny days. The hardest part is trying not to eat or laugh too much. It's a great way to spend a day on the water. Add the anticipation of hooking into a big old lake trout, and Yahtzee! You've got the making of an awesome fishing trip.
Where I charter out of here in St. Catharines, we're approximately about 45 minutes to an hour drive from Toronto, 15-minute drive from Niagara Falls, and 20 minutes from the U.S. border.
Make it a laker.
Lake Ontario is probably one of the most overlooked lakes for lake trout. This lake is full of lake trout. This is actually a small one.
Oh yeah?
I know a lot of guys spend big bucks to drive all the way up to the Northwest Territories to try and catch a 40 to 60 pound fish. Sure, there's fish pulled out that big, but how many in a season? On this lake, it's common to catch 10 pound to 30 pound lake trout all day long.
Look at that. They are something unreal when they get them in the boat.
With all the guiding I do on the Grand River for cats, Lake Erie for walleye, Lake Ontario for your multi-species, salmon, trout, cohos, rainbows, lake trout. When you come with me, you don't have to bring anything except for your warm clothing, your food, and whatever you'd like to drink. The rest is on me. If you guys are really interested in getting out on a day on the lake and you don't have the equipment, or you just want to learn how to catch salmon and lake trout on this lake, feel free to give me a call. I will teach you everything you need to know.
That thing wasn't down there for, yeah, I was gonna say less than a minute.
If you don't get any fish, your next trip's on me, but I guarantee you're gonna catch fish out on these lakes.
Where is this chunk? It's a shaker. Look at this guy. That's not a bad trout. Not a bad trout. They're good looking fish. Nice one. Another one bites the dust. Nope. Good. Ship her back. I love how they sit there for about 3 seconds and they just swim away.
In general, lake trout are quite rare. They're native only to the northern portion of North America. They're mostly in Canada and Alaska, but to some extent they're in the northeastern U.S. Approximately 25% of the world's lake trout lakes are found in the province of Ontario. Even at that, only 1% of Ontario lakes contain lake trout. They're dependent on cold, oxygen-rich waters. There you go. Oh yeah, that's
Another porker.
Look how fat that guy is. Oh my God. Lake trout are pelagic during the summer, often living at depths of 60 to 200 feet. They swim in deep, cold water in search of smelt, alewife, or even plankton. There you go. Board's popping a wheelie. Got her, bud.
One of these got to be a salmon.
Not this one.
I'm looking for something to break water. Ow!
Here's thumping bottom like crazy.
You want it in that side of the this rod, Dipsy rod, or does it matter?
Right down the middle.
Perfect.
That's a heavy lake too, I think.
Hard to tell with the board on, you know, but it feels pretty good. How much line do you put behind the board with your Dipsy?
I had 70 feet back.
So we got a Dipsy and a board here
Yeah,
coming
you
in.
quite a contraption here. There's something new for you right there, eh? Well, not for you, but for us it's new. Move back, Mikey. Sorry.
Let's go a little further there,
Yeah.
sailor.
Not really nice. Yeah, we got on. We got a sink in here.
I
Kitchen
think you're
sink.
snagged on bottom.
Galoshed. Rubber boots pulling back.
It's a big king getting ready to jump.
Yeah. If this is a king, somebody
Niagara.
caught him 5 minutes ago. If it's a king, he wore right out.
30 pounds.
Yeah, you had a bit of string out there, didn't you?
I went back 70 on it.
Perfect.
Oh, it made progressing a little better.
Absolutely, you make do. You know what I mean? If the salmonoids ain't biting, you go for the troutnoids.
Troutnoid.
Yeah, that's one thing nice about this lake. If the Kings aren't on, the Lakers are always deep.
Exactly.
And then come summer, you can always go deep water and catch steelhead, right?
Yeah. Usually June, the transition changes when the big pot of Kings push over to the U.S. side. You run out to what they call the blue zone, and it's just stacked with rainbows out there. And you get your stuff in there, your 10-pound stuff.
Spinner. He's a spinner winner.
That's a fat one too, Peter.
Yes, sir. You like the fat ones around here, kid. Just enough for resistance, eh? There you go. Oh yeah, that's
Another porker.
Look how fat that guy is.
I'm curious as to the weight of that fish.
You know what? I got it. No, it's probably in the truck. I think the bag was get. Look at how
Steve could
fat
probably
that fish
guesstimate
is.
that. Let me get a shot of you with that slug, Petey.
Wow, how fat is that
They
fish?
never stop wrestling.
Come up onto my side.
Both of you. Up higher, Petey. You want more? Right behind the boat. It's just a little wee guy. Dipsy diver 20 feet off the back.
That's a Laker.
Oh yeah, the little Laker. Head shaking Laker.
the spoon on him.
Yeah. Maker a laker.
Yeah, I heard the rod go. Bop, 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 bop.
I thought maybe the Dipsy Diver was hitting bottom.
Good.
Certainly don't feel like a Chinook.
No.
A little different, these things. What a difference between this and a salmon. That's as much as you're gonna get out of this guy.
Big head shake.
Yeah. Big head shaking boot. Well, there's a system coming in too, look at that.
Huh?
Something's blowing in there, the clouds like that. It's just starting to get warm. What is it, like 2 o'clock? It's starting to get warm.
3 now.
Is it? Solid fish, whatever it is. Lake trout, whatever type of lake trout it is. Typically staying down deep. Maybe a couple of head shakes. Bang, bang, bang. But we had a lot of line out there. Only 18 to go. Yeah.
Laker.
There's my trouty.
Make me a Laker.
Make it a Laker. There's your Lake Ontario Lake Trout right there.
This is actually a small one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fished the bar years ago and we got a lot, yeah, we got a ton of fish bigger than that.
20.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that, they are something unreal when you get them in the boat. They fight better in the boat than they do in the stinkers. You want pliers? Oh, you got her. Not bad, eh?
Oh, lake trout.
Typical lake trout.
Nice color though.
Yeah.
Send them home.
Hey, that's about time you fought. They get near the surface and they go bananas, eh? Maker a laker.
He wasn't going nowhere. You got him right around that big part of the jaw.
Oh, happy birthday. We got another one. Yes. Whoa, look at the size of this pig. I thought you had a little one, Petey. Look at that thing. Oh, oh no. Pull up, Peter.
This is fun, man.
You got him. You almost got knocked out by the Dipsy Diver. Wow!
Chunky Laker.
We were
Hey.
just talking about quality lake trout.
Fatty, that one.
Yeah,
Whoa.
man.
Look at that, we had his mouth pin closed.
Wow.
The scale. Look at how fat that fish
Petey!
is. Wow, how fat is that fish? Wow.
That's a gorgeous fish. Let me get a picture of that thing. I love the orange fins. That's a beaut. That's got to be pushing 20 pounds. That's a
I got skunked.
Fishin' Canada Hotspots, the ultimate fishing guide presents Getting There.
Today's hotspot is the edge of a sandbar at the mouth of the Niagara River. The water here tapers from 14 to 40 feet very quickly. The waypoint on your screen will take you right to the edge of where these big lakers stage. And be careful not to slip into American waters here, unless of course you have your appropriate license. To get to St. Catharines, we took Highway 401 west through Toronto to Highway 403, and then onto the QEW to Niagara Street South in St. Catharines. Next, we turned right on Lakeshore and then left on Broadway all the way to St. Catharines Marina.
Visit fishingcanada.com for more details. Fishin' Canada was brought to you in part by Coleman, the outdoor company. Muskol, serious bug protection. Prince Craft Boats, the more you know, the better we look. And Mercury, #1 on the water. Closed captioning provided by Ontario Tourism, go fish in Ontario.com. For more Fish in Canada, visit fishincanada.com.